Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Today we're in the dirt street stocks here at Volusia. Ran an okay time in practice. Track came in completely fresh, so it started getting worn in while we were practicing pretty much. So hopefully we could run a decent time. I've ran like a low 5, and I've seen people run 4s when the track is like worn out through the middle. So I know we could run faster than what we ran in practice, especially because it was completely clean to start out with. Track starts to wear in a little bit and grip kind of picks up a little. Try to get like a high entrance, try to get a low exit off, trying to be straight off the corner. I'm sliding too much. That was not a very good first corner. Try to exit these corners as low and straight as I can. I don't want to slide too far, but I ran a 5:44. I'll take that. A lot faster than we ran in practice to start out with, which is what I figured would happen. We are still third currently. I let off a little bit going in these corners, try to keep the car stable and not break out too much in the back end. Second lap, 5:23. Hey, that puts me on the lead right now. Nice. I'm surprised that did, actually. I thought I was gonna still be around like third, fourth, something like that. But a lot of people have qualified so far. Still got the 1 car to qualify, so I don't know how quick they are yet. The 2 car just ran a 4:10, so we're not a pole anymore. But we're gonna have some heat races, so I'll pick it up and we're getting ready to go green in the heat races. Alright, we fell down to third. The 1 car got a 4:69, nice. And we fell to third, so we'll be second in the heat race. Hopefully we could stay in second. This will be the inside lane for the feature race, which I'd rather be in the outside lane, because by the time the feature comes, the line's probably gonna be higher up the track, but fast times by the number 2 car and the number 1 as well. So I'm happy with the time I ran a lower 5. The fastest I ran in my last practice, which was actually a little bit more worn out of a track, but we were able to like grip the outside more. I ran like a 5:07, so I wasn't gonna get down to the 4s or anything, I didn't think. So they were just very fast. Not surprised by that. But if you guys enjoy this kind of racing, hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see some more as well. Trying to do some more dirt racing in the off season of NASCAR, and then probably pick it up a little bit here and there through the off season, and then when Daytona comes around next year, probably get back to like splitting it between dirt and oval again, especially with the next gen car coming out, and those cars will probably be updated through the season. It'll be interesting to see on how they change on with the way they drive now, and then when the season starts next year and they start figuring things out more about the cars. Like, I know they're testing them a lot now in real life, so that might play somewhat updating the cars through the off season if they change the way, or if they find different ways that they actually run. They'll have to figure that out. But for now, I haven't ran the street stocks on the dirt side too much lately. It's been a while. I ran one a few weeks ago, I think, and I had a lot of fun. And then Volusia is just a fun track to me. I like this track a lot. So I wanted to run them again. I used to run these every week. Street stocks are a lot of fun to me. They're slow, but they're really big and heavy, so they like to slide a lot. So you could definitely find a skill gap between the drivers in these cars if you could find the right lane to grip it in and keep the car straight and not sliding up the track too much. But definitely in 3 and 4 later on, right here, if you get too high going into this corner, you're going to slide way up the track.
Alright, boss man, pace cars off.
Had a really good start, but everybody pretty much did, because the leader waited to go. Oh, and the leader hit the wall. The leader hit the inside wall to start with, so now we've got the lead. He really screwed that corner up. Hopefully we can hold on to this. That'd be great. He really screwed up that first corner. Jesus. Like, he went low and hit the inside wall, and it shot him straight up into us. I'm surprised the 3rd place car didn't get by him, but I guess he just ran to the back of him because there's nowhere to go. I really didn't think I was going to end up in the lead after getting hit outside. So I have to go back and see what the hell happened there. That's why you gotta be careful running the low side of this track. You don't want to hit that inside wall. It would destroy your corner and anybody else around you, especially on a restart like that. But I believe in the feature, when there's a caution. I think there's single file restarts, I want to say, but I can't quite remember 100%. I want to say the street stocks were single file restarts though. I'm not sure though. But we'll probably see in the race, there'll probably be some wrecks. But there are cautions since it's a C-class race. And lap car moving second place out of the way. Okay. Don't understand why he's racing that hard. You're a lap down in an 8-lap heat race. It is not necessary. It's not like you're gonna win the damn thing unless you wreck literally everybody. I want to go back and see what the hell happened there at the start of that. I don't think we have enough people to have a consolation race, so I don't have to worry about that tearing up the track more. But we basically got gifted the lead for the feature race, which is great. Super shocked by that, to be honest, too. Yeah, there's only 6 people in our heat. There'll probably be 6 or 7 in the other one as well. So I think there's only like 12 drivers, 11 to 12. Yeah, I think the first heat would have more if there was an odd number. Yeah, there's either going to be 11 or 12, one of the two. But I'll take it. Got lucked into the lead, basically. The 2 car probably would have won it. I don't know why he waited on the start, because everybody was like grouped up then, and he had to kind of go a little lower because I was still on his outside, but I wasn't like pinching him down or anything. But I'll take that. We'll start on the lead in the feature race. That makes a big difference than starting third, being on the bottom, because I didn't want to be on the bottom unless I was going to be in the lead, but luckily we're going to be in the lead. But I really want to go back and see what the hell happened there, because that was crazy. Waiting on everybody to finish, and it'll kick us off. There we go. I want to go back. What the hell happened? The 2 car just went super low. He almost clipped the tires there. But he went, yeah, I wasn't even that close to him. Like, he had plenty of room, really. He just turned in super early. And my car straightened out really bad right there. But he hit the wall, shot him straight out into us. And then him hitting me shot him back down into everybody else. 12 car trying to get around on the outside hits him. 7 car went from, what, 5th to, yeah, 5th to 2nd in that corner from all that. 8 car is wrong place, wrong time. That's unfortunate. But, yeah, everybody ended up keep going for the most part. Why did the 12 car end up so far down? Oh, maybe this is why the 12 car hit the 7, because they were still all right here. Oh, no, that had nothing to do with the 7, really. That had nothing to do with the 7 car. Like, the 12's trying to get by. He clips his back right. He just couldn't get by on the outside. 7 car was sliding up, and the 12 car is just 2 sideways coming off that corner. Comes down, hits the 10 car, it looks like. So really, if anything, the 10 car should be mad at 12. Because he was trying to avoid the wall, and then gets himself flipped. That's why he ended up so far back. Okay. That makes sense. And these guys are probably getting ready to start going. That was like perfect timing. Because the pace truck is out ahead. Really far out ahead. The 1 car is laying so far back from the pace truck, probably to jump whenever it twitches. I'll let you guys know because they're getting into turn 3. I can't even see the pace truck on my left screen right now because it's just so far ahead. Okay, I can see it, and it's out of frame, so it's probably going into the pits now, and the 1 car goes. Yeah, he goes super early. So if he gets the lead, pay attention for that on a restart because we'll have the initial control of it. But I don't expect anybody to be fighting him really for the lead. The 4 car is very fast too in practice, but I think the 1 car is just so fast. I'm interested to see on like where he's running. Side by side battling back for like last place right now. Everybody's single file except the last 2. They're still side by side, but giving each other room. 2nd place side by side now. Yeah, the 1 car is going a little high going in the corner and like getting a good run off. Not really going low, just keeping the car nice and straight. Coming off the corner. So he's not even running that low line. He's just staying high and just going where the grip's at, it looks like. Okay, good to know. Very good to know. Trying to see if anybody else is battling right now. I think the last 2 hit each other a little bit, so they're single filed out too. So this is the battle for the top 3. They're on lap 4 now? Yes. 4th place sent it in low. He's going to slow up coming off the corner. But definitely the track's starting to wear in a decent amount through the middle, going in. Not really too much through 3 and 4 right now. So you can make that bottom work if you can grip it right, but you can see how the one car pulls away coming off the corner. It'd be very hard to pass him on the bottom. You'd have to have like a perfect corner and keep the car so straight. You'd probably have to hit him to move him out of the way to get by him. That's my guess. Because really later on, you could throw a slider, maybe towards the end of the feature race. But other than that, you kind of need to get on somebody's outside to pass them. If you can't get under them to throw a slider. A little bit of a battle back here for 4th place between these two. Don't know why it keeps going to the freaking pace truck. But there's a little battle back here. 9 car trying to pinch him down. 6 car runs high. 9 car goes way high getting into the grip. 2nd and 3rd are starting to get close. I don't know if the 5 is going to be able to make a move on the 4. Lap 7 going into the final lap now. They're still singled out back in the 4th and 5th spot. I can't speak. 5 gets a really good run off of turn 2 there. Is he going to try to throw it in low in 3 and 4? No. 4 car goes down to block it anyways. 5's going to have a huge run here off of turn 4, but just not enough time because the start-finish line is super early off of the corner. So we only got, what, 12 cars, I believe? Yeah, 12 cars. We're going to be on pole for the feature, only a 25-lap feature. It's going to go by super quick. There it goes. Skips the consolation. We're going to be on pole. Gotta watch out for the 1 car. He's going to be very fast. The 2 car is going to be starting in 11th. We'll see where he gets up to in the race. That'll be interesting to see how far he can get up starting in the back, because he was very fast. But hopefully I can get a good enough jump, get out in front of the 1 car. But he kind of jumps really early on the restart too when he was in the lead, so he might anticipate it. But you never know. Gonna restart in 3rd gear like I did last time. It seemed to work out pretty well. Don't know why that guy left, because the feature's literally just starting. I don't know. That guy was starting 5th or 6th. He's the number 5 car though. That's not good. Maybe he like jumped out for a second, and then because you gridded it up, and then left out of the car, like everybody did grid up, so the race ended up starting. He got stuck in the pits then, so he just left. That's definitely a potential. What could have happened? Because if you grid up, don't get out of the car unless it's like an open setup and you forgot to change setups, and you'd be screwed unless you go and change your setup. Then you kind of need to jump out of the car at that point, but you better hope that everybody else doesn't ready up and get in their car.
One more time, 1, 2, 3.
Because that can happen.
Do you have digital or no? No, sir, we don't have.
Jesus. Spotter's in like a bad signal.
Negative.
Not heard that before. That's weird.
Roger.
Alright, 1 car is going to probably be really fast, so I gotta hope I can get out in front of him here, because I don't want to be on the bottom going into turn 1.
Spotter, you ready here, buddy? I'm on it.
Need to get a good jump here. I don't know, I can't remember if these are single file or not though. I want to say they are.
You ready?
Got up in front of the 1 car, that is perfect. Try to keep the grip. And we're just going to get pushed up out of the way. Cool. And that gets me sideways down the back stretch, so that's unfortunate.
Clear.
That is one way to get by in these cars. They's got a lot of fenders, so you can definitely beat and bang.
Inside. Clear inside. Good job, my man. You go up there and take it from him now.
Because he had a good enough start. He just went in low and then pushed us up out of the way. I figured that was going to happen if somebody got to your inside. It happens to me in just about every car, though, so I'm not surprised by it. That's a good run off of 4. If I can continue doing that. He gets a lower run off of 2. Okay, he's getting a better run off of 2, being a little lower on exit. That's going to mess up his entrance a little bit, but not too much. He saved it. But if you hit that wall going into 3, I mean, that's going to really hurt your angle going into the corner, because it straightens the car back out right before the corner. And caution. Not sure what the caution's for. It looks like the 2 and the 9, because we're catching them very fast.
We're gonna restart behind.
Hopefully they're out of the way by the time we get here. They are. Cool. Don't have to worry about that. I wonder where the 2 car is up to at this point. He's not in the top 7, so I'm not 100% sure. And then now I gotta watch for the 1 car and him going super early on these restarts. Want to see if these are single file or not, but we do have a couple laps under caution since it's still on pacing, so I'll pick it up and I'm getting ready to go green.
1 to go.
Alright, yes, these are single file. That's what I thought. I can't remember when I used to run these a lot, because I used to run these, like the super late models and stuff, and the UMPs, and everything was like different. Some things were double file, some things were single. I think these were the only single, I want to say.
Alright.
You're in like the last 5-10 laps or so.
Yeah, you go,
when there's a caution, it's usually single file anyways in the other cars.
Alright, Earl.
So it's always confusing. Try to remember.
Right on.
But need to try to get a good jump here. He's gonna probably go real early. He sure did. He had a huge jump. Jesus. I wonder if he's restarting in 4th gear. Because when I go to shift, he like pulls away. That'd be very interesting. I really wonder if he is. Maybe next restart I'll have to try it, or do it under like caution to see if it's even worth it. Like put the car in 4th gear and hit the gas, see what the kind of launch is. But it seems like we're launching the same speed, but when I go to shift, he goes like further ahead, like he's not shifting.
Oh yeah, you're getting him.
So I don't know. Could be a possibility. Definitely a possibility. But now we have to try to run him down. He got a good jump. See if we can catch him at all. It's only a 25 lap feature, which is quite short. Which it was. The guys behind me are hitting each other. 7 car just went in, hit the 6 up out of the way.
Fuck your dirty cunt.
Yep. It doesn't matter if you say my bad. You just slide it in there. You're not even trying to throw a slider at that point. You're trying to move the person out the way. Don't want to get too high going in, and it'll just, because if you miss the corner barely, it's just going to slide you all the way up. Especially in 3 and 4, you got to be careful in 3 and 4. Definitely has like more of an arc going in. You can kind of go through the slick a little bit to start the corners if you want to just slide up and try to get your right rear in the grip. That's what I try to do at least. And I seem to be keeping pace with the 1 car for now. So that's not bad. Because through the middle of 3 and 4 and then on the exit, you can see how quickly the slick wears out. Like it doesn't continue all the way through as much as 1 and 2 does. Because through 1 and 2, it stays pretty steady through the whole thing, pretty wide and slick. But 3 and 4, it slicks off and gets really thin off the corner. I mean, I'm catching them a little bit through 3 and 4, it seems like. Because I usually feel like I'm a little better in 3 and 4, and I suck more in 1 and 2. I think I said the same thing in my last race. I did the 305s here, and we had a pretty good race. And I think I said the same thing where like usually at this track I'm worse in 1 and 2 and I'm better in 3 and 4. Don't know what it is. I think it's because like 1 and 2 has a little bit more banking. And I'm not as good at using the banking to my advantage. I kind of get too sideways going down this D-shaped backstretch. But 3 and 4 is a little flatter, and just the way it slicks off and stuff, I feel like it's better for me. I don't know. 3rd place is catching us a little bit though. He's going to go low. I'm going to get a big run off of the turn 2 here, though, on him. Don't think that's the play, trying to throw a slider line into these corners. I missed the corner. Went too high. Just missed the corner there. Don't try to slide it in on me and just hit me out of the way like you did the 6 car, please.
Outside, clear high, clear high.
Need to get back to letting off a little bit going into these corners, try to set the car to keep it straight. So I've kind of fell away from that. I need to do it more in 1 and 2 than I do in 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is not bad. Just 1 and 2, it's so slick, I need to do it more. Got 10 laps left, coming up this time. I'm running straight through the slick off the exit, but car stays pretty stable and straight. So I'm not that worried about it. Still keeping pace with the 1 car, which I'm shocked by. I really thought he was going to pull away. Still don't know where the 2 car is. He's not in the top 5 currently that I could see on the relative. passing people is very tough, so I'm not shocked that he's not getting through the field fast, but I know he's very fast. So I was interested to see how quick he could. But everybody's pretty close up here. Like, 5th place is only a second back from me, which is not that bad. That was a pretty good 3 and 4. I don't know what the hell I did different, but it like slid in a little different, and it was like faster on the entrance. Yeah, that's what I'm trying not to do to the 1 car. Exactly what the 7 car just did. I'm trying not to get into his back end. But you have to run so close to people. You can't really give up on it, because then you just lose your momentum. He is getting very sideways going into these corners. I'm trying not to do that, because I'm staying straighter going in for sure. I'm trying not to get into him. Watch for a slider here.
Clear. Inside. Clear low.
Kept the outside at least, so that's nice. We might throw it back again here, but I can cross him over
Outside.
a lot better. That was super close down there.
You'll be coming to 5 to go this time. Clear.
Slide right up in 1 and 2. Definitely going to be slow coming off of 2. Surprised he didn't go back low going into 3 there, to be honest. But that all started because I got into the back of the 1 car.
Still inside. Clear.
Pretty much. Because I have a little bit straighter of an entrance than the 1 car does. He kicks his back end out a little bit more.
Still inside. Stay with him. Clear.
He's not going to have the momentum to throw his slider there. Should have the speed off the corner.
Inside.
I think he might have beaten me to the line there.
Still there.
Oh no, I barely beat him, I guess. He's going to be really slow in 1 and 2. That was a really bad 1 and 2 for me, though. Damn, that was a really slow 1 and 2. Either that or the bottom's starting to come back in a little bit and he's running it really well. Not 100% sure. That was a really good 3 and 4. Okay. Very interesting.
Good job, buddy. 2 more, man. Come on.
Interesting on how well that worked for him.
Inside. Clear, 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 clear.
I don't want to run the low side now, because there is a decent amount of grip. Oh, it's going into the last lap. That was a bad time to do it.
Outside.
That was a very bad time to do it. I didn't realize what lap we were on.
Clear.
I'm kind of dumb. It's okay. But we're having a good race with the 7 at least. He didn't move me out the way.
Outside is clear.
But I like messed up the corner before. Oh, they're hitting above me.
2 wide outside.
3 wide. Okay, we got 3rd. I'll take it. Good race, good race. That was fun.
Check your
Yeah,
mic.
I'm sorry about that, 7. I didn't mean to get into you, bro.
Yeah, we were 3 wide.
Oh boy, put ass whooping on him.
Yeah, that was a crazy ass finish. I felt bad, though.
That was
didn't
fun.
mean that.
That was fun. Yeah, he kind of slid up a little bit too much through that last
It was a good
corner.
win, 1.
Yeah, he was very fast. Oh yeah, the 7 car is just trying to keep his line, and the line kind of comes down through the middle of the corner, and the 4 car is just sliding, going through the slick. Not much he could really do about that. The 7 car is just keeping his line through the grip, but the grip does come down some, so it is unfortunate. I don't know if he knew he was 3 wide is the thing, but he lost 2 spots there at the very end. That was a lot of fun. That was actually a lot of fun. If I wasn't dumb, actually I still probably would have finished 3rd. But hang on, let me go back another lap. Because I was right on the tail of the 1 car these last couple laps until I got into him into turn 3 here. Because his back end kicks out so much more than the way I'm going into the corner, and I barely tapped him. Just barely there, and it messed up my entrance, so I completely missed the corner. 7 car got low on me. Thought he was going to throw a slider in 1 and 2. I think he tried to, but didn't completely go for it. Like, he didn't slide up quick enough. So I just kept my outside line. But I knew the outside was fast, and then he definitely was throwing a slider here. He came up a lot quicker, saw it coming, able to cross him back over. He was coming down, though. That was super close. Like, the way he was sideways through that corner, I was so scared I was going to hit the freaking water barrels down here, because he kept coming down, and I didn't know, like, I didn't want to push him up into the wall or get pushed down in there, so I just tried to stay straight. Definitely, I should have, right here is where I kind of messed up. I got clear of him. I should have moved up into the outside lane right here instead of throwing a slider. Like, I still got clear of him, and he didn't throw one back on me in 3 and 4, but I was just so slow coming off a 2 there, and I feel like that really hurt me. That really hurt my speed. I thought he was going to go low here. Surprised he didn't. He was very fast, though. Like, all of us up here were super fast. Where'd the 2 car finish? He ended up getting up to 6 spots, so he had a okay rebound. Not awful, but not great. But the 7 car was definitely a little quicker than I was at this point, it seems like. And he hooked that bottom in 3 and 4 here very well. Like, he didn't, I thought he was going to throw a slider. I saw he wasn't going to. And then he actually kept the momentum really well down there. Like, he kept his right side tires under the slick. I barely beat him to the line there. That would have been a great finish for the intervals for that. He had a really good 1 and 2. Like, what the hell did he do there? He had such a good 1 and 2. Like, he got low early, and usually you're heading straight for the wall at that point, but he's so sideways, his back tires are barely in the slick, but he gets out of the slick, perfect timing coming off the corner, keeps his car straight. I had a really bad turn 1 or something like that. I don't know. That was awful for me. Like, he was able to keep speed with me there. And then he had a really good 3 and 4, not really throwing a slider, but at the very end coming up, which is very fast, I guess, right when the track gets super slicked off. I had a lot of speed on him, just trying to run the outside. Didn't realize what lap we were on, though. I didn't know we were on lap 24 at this point, because I'm like, hey, that bottom worked really well in 3 and 4. Let me go down there, and I screwed it up completely. And then I saw we were on the white flag right about here when I screwed up the corner, because I was going to hit the inside. So I had to slam the brakes to not hit it and come up into the 4. 4 car gets to the outside. Able to hold the bottom pretty decently. I think I ran it just about as good as the 7 did that lap on me, where here's on the bottom. And then this 3 and 4, I feel like was a pretty good 3 and 4, because I knew the 4 car was coming down low. Yeah, the 7 car was just holding his line, like trying to keep that. You could see where the line of grip is. It starts out so wide, but it starts to come down the track. You can see how low it starts to come, and the 4 car is just sliding through the slick, can't really control it very much. So he gets into him, pushes him up out of the way, which is unfortunate for the 7. We finished 3rd. I'll take that. Good finish. I want to go back to the very first lap here, because the 1 car had a good jump. He got a little bit lower. I was just trying to be in the grip. He just slides up through the slick, and I'm in the grip. Basically the same thing that happened to the 7 on the last lap. He's in the slick, and I'm just following the grip, and the grip starts coming down a little bit. So that is what it is on that. I don't mind it. That's racing in these. You can definitely beat and bang a little bit. And hang on, I want to hear, where was that restart at? Because I want to go back into his car and hear if he shifts or not. Because I don't really know. I'm really curious because we didn't get another restart. Let's hear. No, he's just straight in 4th gear. Okay, good to know. If you race these, just do your restarts in 4th gear. Because you could see how much of a lead. Like, we had pretty much just about an even jump on each other. Like, he went, I went, I wasn't really losing ground until I shifted. As soon as I shifted, which was where? Right here. Like, I was pretty close, shifts, and he takes off. Like, because I'm shifting, and the miles an hour stop for a second, and he's just so much faster than I am at that point, and he just takes off. So, surprised we actually started catching him there. We were a little bit faster than the 1 car. It's just so hard to pass, and had a good race there at the end. I'm fine with finishing 3rd. We were car number 3. We started on the pole somehow, which I don't think we should have. The 2 car, it would have been interesting to see what he could have done if he was up front to start with. So, I'm happy with where we finished, and it was a strong field, it feels like. The top 5, even 6, was really fast. The 6 car got moved up out of the way from the 7. When was that? I know it was pretty soon. Right here, I think it was. He had a really good 3 and 4, though. The 7 car ran about the same line. The 6 car straightens up at a bad time. 7 car keeps going down. Gets a good run off. But he just goes too high and slides up and just moves him up out of the way. That was just bad trying to pass him. Because there's no way you could run through the slick. Because you're going to slide straight up out of it into the dude. So he's just pushing him up out of the way. That was not right. But at least the 7 kind of got karma back to him on the last lap for that. So it is what it is. I feel like it's like tit for tat, but it wasn't from the 6 car, unfortunately, for him. He probably wanted that revenge, but he fell back 2 spots from that happening, and he never regained it. He kind of fell off there towards the end, it looks like. But fun race up front. Happy with where we finished, and should gain a little bit of iRating also, so let's go see what we end up getting. All right, results in strength of field just over 2,600. Pretty decent strength of field. There was 2 splits of this. I actually had the fastest lap of the race. Wow, I'm surprised by that. I thought the either the 2 car, but he was back in traffic, so that makes sense why he didn't. But I thought the 1 car definitely would have the fastest lap. We didn't even lead a lap. I guess he got 24 because of the caution, and it took away a lap from that. So it is what it is. I'm happy we had the fastest lap of the race. I'm shocked by that. We had a 4:05. That's definitely the fastest I've ran, because the qualifying time I ran, like even right here, I ran a 5:49 in the heat race, and in qualifying I ran a 5:23, and then before that was a 5:07 in practice. So very shocked we ran that lap. I don't remember what the hell we did right or wrong, because that was a very fast lap. Very, very happy with that too. That's nice. But finished third, started first because of the heat race stuff that happened, but we gained 23 iRating. I will take that. Car number 1 was mid, or just under mid 44s. The 2 car, what were you? You were just over 44, so pretty close between them 2, and then I was like 300 down from them. And the 4 car was like 1,000 off of me, so that's actually a pretty big drop off. But he was very fast too. 7 car was super quick too, under just about 2,600 when the race started. Lowest iRating was over 1,700, so pretty good overall on the strength of field and everything. 2,600, that's pretty strong for the most part, at least for this time of day. It was 11 o'clock race on a Saturday, so it was a pretty decent strength of field and a lot of fun. Had a very good finish, 3 wide for second place there on the last corner, which is crazy. And it was a lot of fun. So appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Let me know how you guys have done this past week, and hopefully you guys have a great Thanksgiving. There will be a race on posted up on Thanksgiving, and then the following days after, because I have Thursday, Friday off from work and stuff, so I have a little bit of time. But hopefully you guys have a good, safe Thanksgiving. If you guys are traveling, be safe and everything. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. I already said that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.